overload. And okay, it's I think sometimes I feel the situation is very important. But again, I just want to report what we did recently. Try to do the Chinese low carbon thing. And good news is that so far we have enough better solution in China. Politically, it's much easier to talk about how to go to low carbon future. So basically, I want to talk about so far it's not only low carbon issues. We put everything together. Because now this year, I think for the last 7 months, we worked very hard to support the national 5-year plan. We are in the beginning of the 12th 5-year plan. So when we talk about low carbon, we actually put everything like what's the cost for some technology people think about and the co-benefit, and also think about some technology roadmap when we make a national technology R&D planning to do this. So this is quite a different way. But basically, we follow this. I already presented this figure for many, many times, but I think now we can say loudly, we want to push the policy making process to really go to the green one, even though we cannot expect fully that the policy making process in the next 5-year plan, will immediately go to the CO2 emission like this way. But what we want to do is make our biggest effort to put the policy and action to do everything we want to go. So something like this. And when we talk about that one, it's not enough. Because this figure shows if we want to do something like a 2-degree scenario. Because anyway, in the Copenhagen and in Cancun Accord, we already agreed, China is a member of that agreed global target of fund will be 2 degrees. But actually, for this figure, even within the green one, China cannot actually support a 2-degree future. So we have to do more than that. But for example, this is one whether China can do better than that. That is before 2025, China has to peak. So we think that this is something we work together for China's low carbon future. We think about the pathway. Then, okay, the argument come back, how to do that. So first we try to convince China has to change our future economic structure. For the last 1 year, we did a lot of study on this, even though we are not actually good at economic issues. But our team had to answer the questions. So we collected many data to think about what's the future demand of steel and everything, just like I showed in this figure. This figure gives you some picture that how was the output of the Chinese steel, cement, and other energy-intensive industry. Basically, all these sectors, they consume more than 50% of total energy in China. 50%. Please remember this number. We want to say, yes, in near future, we don't have much space to increase all these energy-intensive products. That means if we also think about energy efficiency improvement, maybe in these sectors, the future energy demand will not increase much. We can count for that. So this is a fundamental idea. We want to push the 12th 5-year plan target on energy and the carbon should be tougher than what we expect nowadays in China they announced. I think that in the coming 2 weeks, China will announce the target for 12th 5-year plan for energy efficiency and also for carbon. Very soon, even though internally we all have the target as well. But this is something we want to believe China is really already go to the peak for some energy-intensive industry. Because you can see for steel making, our study shows maybe by 2020 something like 610 million tons. This figure will be reached by this year, in year 2011. So, and also for cement, actually our study shows there will be something like 1.6 billion tons of cement. Unfortunately, last year it's already 1.8 billion tons. This is a problem for us. So we still want to keep our data here. We did our study. I think that when they go beyond that, I think basically because of the 4 trillion Chinese yuan for economic recovery budget. They put a lot of money on the new construction side of this. And another sense, China will do our biggest effort for energy efficiency. We put everything, the best available technology to be used. Actually, it's already started from 4 years ago. I think if you look at the Chinese new industry, the energy efficiency is quite good. Make sure before 2030, Chinese industry efficiency and other sector energy efficiency will be one of the top in the world. We should be the best. This is a low carbon way. We should go in that way. And this picture actually I borrowed from my aide colleagues. This is the picture for a Japanese household. But we want to learn exactly. You already did a good job. That means that in a household we have the potential to reduce 80% of the CO2 emission if we do like this way. Good news is already half of the technology available now. And some of the technology, they make better job than our model. For example, LED TV, which is 60% higher efficiency than nowadays TV. Originally, we made forecast in the model by 2015, it will account 35% of the total market. This is already done by end of last year. It's already in Chinese market, LED TV is already higher than 35% of the market share. So we have a lot of technology we want to push in China. If we Chinese household and the building sector want to go to a low carbon, please do that this way. And we have very good roadmap for this. And for transport, we also carefully learn from Japan. Because just like this morning I mentioned about car efficiency, public transport, and even for the people who use car, I think Japan did a very good job. We compare Japan, US, and EU. So travel distance per year for a car in Japan is the lowest in the world. China is very similar. So, but we can do that job if we have a better policy. Just this morning, Professor Hayashi mentioned about that. We have a very good transport policy. This is one way. We make sure also the fuel efficiency and also the CO2 emission from transport should all one of the best in the world by 2030 or before that. This is the low carbon thing for China, what we can do for this one. And the CCS. It's a very controversial story, but our team, we did several case studies for CCS. We believe China can play a very big role in the CCS technology in the near future. We want to make a roadmap for CCS, how to go ahead. Our conclusion is that we already disclose this data in Chinese. It's not so expensive. We can bear the cost before 2020, even before 2020, if China can have at least 10% of the CCS project. And we think of at least we should have 10% of the CCS project. Then we can try different technology to identify what's the best CCS technology in the future. So this is we can do. And this slide gives the cost. I have to mention about the cost. This is sometimes very complex. It's difficult to make very clear idea within the cost. So we try to make a different idea of the cost. Sometimes like our technology cost similar with the vacancy cost curve, quite cheap for China. But if you use the CGI model, the loss of the GDP also could be very high. That's usually quite high cost. So we'll try to bring the idea of the cost for low carbon to the government official. What's the meaning of that? If somebody presents something, they should understand what's the meaning. But basically, we say it's the cost. Even think about GDP loss. For China, if in the case we want to change our economic structure, this also could be available, or can be the cost. Another, we also have to think about profit. Last year, the Chinese vehicle manufacturing is really surprising. 2 years ago, it's only something like 10 million. But last year, the Chinese manufacturer made that happen, 18 million vehicle manufactured in China. This is really surprising, but we also see the big opportunity. All these figures, the picture I took in the 2 years ago in the Chinese Beijing car exhibition. All this is Chinese made hybrid car and electric car. All this is already in the market of China. So if they can do that job, that means the Chinese economy also can benefit from that. This figure I want to bring here is not only for low carbon, but actually China wants to do is we also want to set up our target for local air pollution. We have found some very good way. In one hand, we do low carbon. Another hand, by using the same thing, we do very low emission of local air pollution. So this is a way for that of sulfur emission NOx, like carbon, PM2.5, and even mercury, which is really observed by US EPA to this year. So we try to see whether by 2020, with China, when we do low carbon thing, we also have very good solution for that local air pollution things. And of course, this is another thing we want to energy agency in China. This is a low carbon, also means very good meaning for energy security. I think energy security issues are getting much more serious in China because last year, the imported oil is already account 55% of the total oil demand. And very soon, with our scenario, we will have to import nearly something like 75 of oil from outside China. This is a very big issue for the energy security issue. This picture shows you we have a lot of good technology. In the meantime, it's low carbon, and also it's very good for energy security. That's the energy saving issue, and also local energy use. And this is another figure. We also did a study with WRI as good low carbon technology. Also, they use less water. Actually, nowadays the water issues in China is much more serious than carbon issues. Many provinces and the city already suffer from water supply. It really sometimes shut down the water supply. Many people complain, no power is okay, but no water is very terrible. You cannot access it within 2 days. So this is something. So we try to do some mean by the low carbon thing. Okay, finally, we also identify what's the key technology roadmap. Just like the Japanese colleague you did here, you have 21 key technology for low carbon future. We did the 28th.